Hello and welcome, I'm Mr. All, this is Mystical Gaming and we are back into Watcher of Realms. Now today we're going to do a quick summon. Our summoning light is on and it is to summon the limited fusion that we've just done. So there he is, in place, in place, in place. There we go, done. We now have the new champion, Krodor, and we're going to see what he's like. There he is. Why do I not review him? I've not used him. How can I do a review on him? I have not used him. I'm sure they advertise him to be good in Gear Rate 2, didn't they? And gets a 4.1. Normally I think these are overrated. Immortal Codex 4.4. Right, so he is fully leveled up. He's 6-starred. Skills I'm going to leave naked for want of a better phrase, and then we might try and put a random skills in with dust, but I probably won't use any crystals on him. And that way everyone can get to see what he's like naked, and yours will be better than that. Go from there. Gear. Right. Let's go and have a look what they recommended. Their recommendation is a 2-piece Immortal Warrior, 3-piece Guardian, angle, defense bonus, defense, HP bonus, attack bonus, defense bonus, okay. And that's all the same all the way down. Okay. Secondary attributes, defense bonus, defense HP. Okay. So mostly a tank, but focusing on defense up front first. Guardian and Immortal Warrior. Right, let's see how much of that we can match. Okay, so here we are. He's geared up in accordance with their suggestion on how he should be geared up. So you've gone for the Immortal Warrior over there, 25% HP and 10% defense. Done. You've gone for the Guardian set on this side. 3 pieces, damage shaken minus 15%. Some of the gear has rolled up very nicely for us. Other parts of the gear has rolled up atrociously for us. So I'm sure most people can meet these gear requirements that we're going with. So we've ended up with just under 70,000 HP, almost 13k defense, and that's about it really. I don't think there's anything else we need to know about him, is there? So skill wise, so for skills, damage scales off defense, which is why they said build him with defense, but we haven't built him with any crit rate or crit damage or anything like that. It's just straight up defense. Increases defense by 2% for 20 seconds each time taking damage, capping at 20% defense. So we can also increase his defense a bit further than it is. Basic attack deals 100% damage to one enemy, and you can book that up by 5, 10, 15, 20%. His next one is passive. Once HP drops below 30%, immediately enters a state of anger, bellows at up to 10 enemies ahead, inflicting attack reduction on them. So attack reduction, attack minus 20%, fine unless he's facing one of him when it scales off defense, or gluttony that scales off HP. Okay. The next 5 basic attacks change to striking at most 10 enemies ahead, dealing 150% AoE damage and inflicting a stun on them. Inflicting a stun. I added on them. May not be. The ultimate is not available during the period of this state, okay, and this effect can only be triggered 1 time per deployment. Right. It's not on a cooldown, it just happened, and then that's it. So damage increase, attack, and you can attack a few more. Okay, so we can get the damage up to 90% to 40 and can be doing it to 12 enemies. Right? Based on the number of adjacent allies, increases physical damage reduction and damage dealt. The effect reaches for a maximum of 12% when there are 3 allies in range. Okay, and then the max is increased by 3, 6, 9, 12% there. So his allies do need to be, what did it say, adjacent, or adjacent allies. Right, so his ultimate increases block by 2 and defense by 70%. That's a massive jump in defense. You can increase that defense by 100%, can't you? Then the effect duration plus 5, so in the last 15 seconds you can get that up to 20 seconds, and then the skill cost down by 100, so the skill cost will come down from 1,000 to 90. Then nothing about the up in his deployment rage. He's going to deploy with 400, and you need 600 rage to actually get that. We've got one of these, and we've made it plus 10. He's going to be good in Gear Rate 2 apparently, and Immortal Codex. Let's test him off at this. Right, so we want 10 hits. 4, 5, 6, 7, 9, 10. So 7,915. Oh, 76. 76. So there it is. It's a 76. That is the bottom baseline of the damage he takes. 7,612. Right. So if we put someone up here, I would say that's a Jason, and his damage should drop again. It does. That's nice. So Jason does seem to carry those 3 squares. And next square, that should carry again. He should drop there. He has. And hopefully we can keep the ads away long enough. 7,004. And a 6,000. Okay. Well, that's good. That works. So we know how that works. The 10 hits came in. His damage dropped. You know, see, that just tells me about his ultimate. It would be nice if there was that showed how much of that self buff he's got. Still, getting close. What, 50% now? There we go. There we go. That's down on the boss. That's good. That definitely happened. And then he hit his mobs and he walked straight out. Okay. Now we can block some more, can't we? If we hit the ultimate, we're blocking a few more. Oh, we block a whole wave there, don't we? And then that pretty much kills him. Won't get his ultimate back up. 2, 3, 4. Yeah, there's a load that escaped through there because he hasn't got his ultimate up, and you have to wait for the boss's inferno. This time we can block loads of them, stop him getting through. His ultimate's not quick enough to come round to do it every wave. There is certainly a margin there where he blocks more. And he did live as long as Olak. I'd have to check the gear on everyone else. No, you haven't got any gear because you've just put it on someone else. And looking up here, top place, actually using him. So definitely got a space in Hellfire Emperor, definitely, by the looks of this. The top teams are using him, so that's a bonus. And he's free, essentially. You had to do some events and things like that, but essentially he was free. A quick overview of him. I think he's good. He's perfectly acceptable as a limited time fusion. I think it was a good idea if you'd done it. He didn't require a great deal of effort to do. I didn't overuse my resources. I didn't overuse time. He was great. He's absolutely solid. Is he the worst tank in the game? No, I don't think so. The worst legendary tank in the game? I don't know. Maybe others have got the uses, but I think he's usable. He was free to get, which is essentially awesome, isn't it? You get a free legendary and he's usable in places, so that's not all bad. Would I put skills into him, as in crystals? I'm not sure. All of that testing was with none in him. I'd like the random ones to all go there. That would be nice. If the cost was 100 cheaper and it worked for longer, that might be good. I definitely wouldn't like them there. That would be a useless place to get them. Places he was usable, I didn't really see it, but I might we're trying to do a Gear Raid 219 guide with using him. I think as we build him up, we'll try and do a guide with him in Gear Raid 219, and we'll see how he works there. I probably wouldn't want skills in here because I don't want to rely on him going low on HP. I'd rather have him not get to 30% HP. It seems sort of a last ditch effort to try and live, I suppose. This would be awesome to get in. So I would want all my skills to go in his ultimate and his Unity of Strength. Ultimate, Unity of Strength, these two here. Let's go. And we are going to chuck in all the dust. That's 6. Well, first one's alright. Oh, this is going well. This is going well. This is probably also the kiss of death. Absolutely. Had to be there, didn't I? I should just kept my mouth shut. Unity of Strength. Come on. This one over here. This one. I didn't know you could guide them. Brilliant. The dust. Is this the last dust I can use? Oh. Yeah, so now it requires me to use skill crystals. And these are a lot rarer than anything else, and I've got Lasso and Nox to level up, and I may well want to use them there. I've got none in basic, which is good news. We only got one there. We pretty much got his ultimate maxed out, and we got one in here as well, which is nice. So I don't think he's the worst champion in the world. We will try and do a gear raid guide on 219 using him. See how well he goes. I think he's usable there. Definitely usable in the Emperor at the end, because people hitting triple S were using him, so no harm there. Whether he's better in full HP as opposed to full defense, I don't know. Maybe I might mix and match it up a little bit when we do the 219 guide. I think he's a solid tank, which is probably a good thing to have for a tank. Got a lot of block, which is nice, but I don't think you can topple the likes of Olag. And the only other thing is his awakenings. We've got the usual awakenings from 1 to 5. First one, when gaining shields, shield strength increases by 20%. But he's not in. Now, whether this changes or not, maybe this would change after the fusion. I don't see him in here. You would need legendary soul stones to actually book him up. Would I use them on him? I don't think I would. No. I don't think you can level him up. And certainly you wouldn't want to use him past. If you thought the shield part was absolutely brilliant, would you want a flat plus 200 defense whilst you're waiting to get the third one? And that only enhances the state of anger, stores additional rage, and then the A5 does it as well. All you're doing is waiting till you're nearly dead as a bonus. So I'm not too sure what the awakenings are for him, or whether it be added to the pool after this. So I hope you found this a little bit interesting. Now there are literally tens of you watching this. If you've got this far, please hit the thumbs up button and the subscribe button. That would help me out massively, and then I could get to maybe over tens of people watching it. So thank you very much for your time, and I'll see you in a video tomorrow. I will be summoning, because I am not that far short. Tomorrow? No, I'm summoning on Saturday, because it's the 1+1, it's a 2-fizz event, and I'm quite close to pity, so I'm going to get 2 legendaries to feel disappointed about. And tomorrow we'll have a look at Gear Raid 219. I might play around with that today and him, and see if we can get something working on that. Like I say, thank you very much for your time. Hit the stuff below, you know what to do. Thank you very much, stay safe, I'll see you all in the video tomorrow. Cheers then, goodbye.